It's Black Label Society right here on your Classic Metal Show with Crazy Horse. And the Honorable Judge Akin has entered the chambers. All rise for the Honorable Judge Akin.
Please stand.
All right, the CMS fans have requested that Judge Akin rule on a couple of cases here. They feel that these are worthy of filling the docket.
Okay.
And they have requested your ruling.
All right, order my court.
Is that gum in your mouth, Donnie?
No.
You have a little crush on me?
No. Yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to say right now.
You know, I've been watching you all year, Donnie. When you hit that shot to beat Fairfield and you were jumping up and down in your little Larry Bird short shorts and sweating like a jar of pickles in the hot sun. God, that was so hot.
Is this really happening?
This is happening. It's happening right now in my office.
Okay, awesome. So I'm totally in. How do you want to do it? Because I made sex before lots of ways. So you want to go straight to hand jobs or eating me out or taking me from behind?
I'll teach you.
I'm a virgin.
All right. I think we may have talked about this case before.
Okay.
So this is the time for ruling on this case.
Okay.
A former New Jersey teacher admitted in court to using a school email address to send a student X-rated messages, according to officials.
Okay.
Michelina, that's Michelina, Eichel, I think that's how you say her name. It's Aichele, 30. Entered the plea on child endangerment charges on Wednesday in Somerset County Superior Court in Somerset, New Jersey.
Giving her a look. All right. Okay.
The former Montgomery Township High School teacher is accused of sending nude photos and explicit messages to a student between February and April of 2018.
All right.
Police said that they interviewed the student, who admitted that the English teacher sent him 4 nude pics on Snapchat when he was a junior.
Can you see her picture now?
I do see her picture.
Like on my screen?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
There she is.
All right. Police said that they interviewed the student, who admitted that the English teacher sent him 4 new photos. He further stated that she sent him text messages through Snapchat, stating that she thought about him while masturbating.
She thought about him.
Yeah, that's what she said. She sent him messages saying that she thought about him while she flicked her bean.
Okay, under consideration.
I think you say her name Eichel. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
How would you say her last name?
Less than hot.
Eichel initially denied the relationship, claiming the students hacked her phone, then sent themselves her nude snaps.
Good excuse.
But authorities later discovered the teacher used her school email address to send the student racy messages and asked him to take the Rice Purity Test, which measures a person's level of sexual experience, according to the New Jersey NJ.com.
Wow.
The Rice Purity Test.
I've never heard of the Rice Purity Test.
I have never heard of that either. Prosecutors recommended Wednesday that Eichel serve a year in county jail. Her sentence is to be set by Judge Akin. Aiko was ordered to register as a sex offender and must surrender her teaching license.
Okay.
So that's all the facts of the case there, Judge.
Real quick, can you give me the ages again?
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
Well, to answer your question there, Judge, the student was a junior, so I'm going to assume he was about 17.
Okay. What's she, about 40?
Well, I think she's, let me look it up here real quick. She is 30.
30?
She's 30.
Oh, boy, that changes things. She sure looks 40. Well, the obvious in this case is that she's not as attractive as some of our other cases. So there's definitely time to be done here.
Yep.
Her beak kind of looks like that beak from Beetlejuice when they stretch the face.
All right.
So, I mean, she's got a hell of a nose there. That's for sure. She gets no credit for her lie. Her lie was terrible. The students stole my phone and sent themselves messages?
Well, isn't that the Anthony Weiner defense?
Yeah, which was pathetic. Just had no, oh, I'm caught, let me make something up real quick is what that is. She didn't have a plan.
Right.
So there's lack of planning here, which is just despicable in this case. Lack of planning, not really all that hot. And my God, admitting that she's jerking off to fucking a student? To the student?
Yeah. She said she's, thinking about him while she's diddling herself.
So she's not even taking the position of power in her rape. She's a rapist that does not take the position of power. That loses her mega points there, as far as I'm concerned. So she's not horrible, so there's no emotional damage to fucking this chick. I mean, she does have a big beak, and he'll definitely do better than her. But, there's no real... She's not hideous like some of these teachers that we've had that would do some emotional damage.
So you're basically going to make a judgment on her comparative nature.
Yes, exactly. And I'm going to say with the combination of the bad story, the even worse beak, and the fact that even if I was drinking, she's about a 6 at best.
She's a drinking 6.
She's a drinking 6.
What is she for office hot?
Office hot? She would be unnoticeable in an office.
Really? So she would not garner any attention in an office at all?
I don't think so. Unless she's got a great ass or something. I mean, she's got average hair. Her teeth are kind of big. That nose could be covered with snow and go skiing in the winter off it.
All right.
She's maybe in office 4.5 to 5.
Really? Okay.
It's like an unnoticeable girl.
All right.
She does doll up nice. Some of these pictures, she looks a little better. But at least the couple that I'm looking at, not so good. So I'm going to give her 3 years.
3 years? Wow.
3 years time, yeah. She's got to do some time. That excuse bothers me.
All right.
That's a travesty to come up with such a lame excuse.
So you're giving her a longer sentence just due to the poor lie.
Yeah, she's got plenty of time now. She's got 36 months to learn how to lie a little better.
All right.
And maybe get a nose job.
Okay.
So yeah, 3 years. That seems pretty appropriate.
All right. So 3 years it is.
Yes, sir. 3 years.
All right. All right, next up on the docket,
Okay.
A Long Island middle school teacher was fired last week with an old topless selfie that she sent to her boyfriend's surfaced in the hands of a student.
Okay.
Lauren Miranda, Laurenmiranda, a 25-year-old former Bellport Middle School math teacher, was fired on Wednesday after a student somehow obtained the image.
All right. Giving Lauren a good look. All right. This is going to be somewhat biased to me, I think, but I'll share the screen.
All right.
So you can see the picture of Lauren.
Yep, I see it.
What is that girl's name? That's what is her name? She's on the show Veep, and she was also Macaulay Culkin's love interest in that when he was a kid. What is that girl's name? Veep cast. I can't think of her name. But she's kind of hot. Anna Klumsky.
Okay.
Yeah, she very much has kind of an Anna Klumsky look to her.
All right.
And that's a very good thing. That is definitely a definite plus in this one.
All right. So this might keep her ass out of jail, or at least not give her an extended sentence.
So far, everything that you've read so far, I don't see even the remotest reason to put her in jail.
All right. John Ray, Lauren's attorney, said on Monday that officials wrongfully chastised Miranda over the image, which was sent to her then partner, another teacher at a different school, and eventually fired her for not being a proper school role model.
Yeah. What's the principal's name so we can start working on a sentence for him?
Well, it doesn't say what the principal's name is yet.
Okay. All right.
At a press conference, Miranda said the image was obtained without her consent and that there was nothing inherently offensive about the image.
Mm-hmm.
It's pure, she said, of the image that shows her breastises.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting makeup in one hand and I'm taking a picture in the other. Miranda said she had previously sent the photo to the former flame and had no idea how the student got a hold of it. Miranda and Ray have filed a notice of claim in the case of the precursor to a $3 million lawsuit.
So she's suing the former boyfriend?
No, she's suing the school.
Okay, but not the former boyfriend?
No, because she said that she had sent it to the former boyfriend, but she doesn't know how a student got a hold of it.
Well, the former boyfriend, though, must have put it out there, right?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Long ago, she sent her topless, unremarkable selfie to her companion, never to anyone else, Ray said. By unknown means, a student obtained it. The school district took possession of it, excoriated her, and fired her because her breastises were displayed.
Tragedy.
Miranda and her lawyer contend that a male teacher would not have been subjected to the same treatment in a similar circumstance, and that she wants her job back.
I think a male teacher would be fired if a picture surfaced of his cock out.
Yeah, and it was clear that it was him.
Yeah. But anyway, okay.
This would never have happened if it was a male teacher, Ray said. The Suffolk County Administrator and School Board had not yet discovered that the women are equal to men. Lauren is rightly proud of her female torso. What a dumb statement.
Mm-hmm.
And a woman's breasts are not inherently prurient. I never heard of that word. Prurient.
Yeah, whatever. But whatever that means, they're not.
All right. Miranda said Monday that she wanted to fight back in order to provide a strong example to her former students.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of a role model am I to now roll over and hide, she said. I am showing my face and saying something happened to me that I didn't want. Ray said he didn't know if the student was ever punished. Citing pending litigation, district officials declined to comment.
Mm-hmm. All right. There's a sort of blurred out picture of her with her.
Yeah, that's the picture.
Yeah. Got a towel wrapped around her, so she's naked.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
All right. It's a simple case here. Not guilty. She didn't do a goddamn thing wrong. She didn't put the picture out. She didn't give it to the kid. She did it before she was even employed there. She's not guilty on all counts. The lawyer's going to do 6 months for a terrible presentation. The lawyer himself is a fucking buffoon with his torso this and men and women equality. Shut the fuck up. Do time for that, for being a fucking pussy. Fucking give him that. And I think the boyfriend has to do a little time for fucking sharing the photo. Boyfriend had to have put the photo out there, no?
Well, I don't know.
I got a feeling this is spurned boyfriend, gets mad, sends the picture somewhere, finds out an email address to some student, and fucking sends it there to cause a problem. That's the only thing I could think. I mean, how else would this get out there?
Don't know.
Unless she had it on her, her Facebook or some shit, or a cloud or something that this kid hacked. They didn't seem to say that the kid did anything. So it leads to who sent it out. But she didn't do nothing wrong. Not guilty. This is the easy one. Not guilty. All charges. She can come and thank me personally in my chambers.
All right. Now, this is not quite such a hot topic here, Judge Akin. This is just a normal, fair topic.
Okay.
The next couple are just the things that the CMS fans feel that you need to rule on.
Okay.
York, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
A 42-year-old York man is facing several charges after police says he dropped his pants and defecated outside of a Springettsbury Township Starbucks last month.
Okay.
Howard Bruce Wright Jr., I think that gives it away with 3 names.
Howard Bruce Wright, okay.
Of the 300 block of Gay Street.
Gay Street?
Great Gay Street.
Okay.
Is charged with indecent exposure, public drunkenness, and disorderly conduct in the incident, which occurred at about 12:34 a.m. on February 24th.
Okay.
Police say Wright was reported by a man operating a street sweeper in the parking lot of the Starbucks. The operator, Keith Spar, told police he was cleaning the parking lot when he noticed a visibly intoxicated Wright stumbling around on the sidewalk near the store. Wright had a hard time standing up and almost fell over several times. As Spar continued to clean the parking lot, he told the police he saw Wright pull down his pants, fully exposing himself, and then defecated on the sidewalk near the store. When Spar yelled at Wright to clean up that mess, police say Wright allegedly attempted to run from the scene while his pants were still around his ankles.
And probably fell straight over.
Spar told police he confronted Wright, who allegedly poked Spar in the throat with his finger, then swore at him and threatened to fight him.
Now, Spar is
the street cleaner. He's the street cleaner guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He poked or got poked?
Spar told the police he confronted Wright, the shitter,
okay,
who allegedly poked Spar in the throat with his finger.
All right.
And he swore at him and threatened to fight him.
Right, okay.
Police later found Wright in the parking lot at another business on the East Market Street. Wright was extremely intoxicated. He had the odor of alcohol in his breath, visibly bloodshot eyes, and difficulty speaking and walking, according to the police. When asked by police what had happened, Wright allegedly told him he took a crap on a poop on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Police called a taxi for Wright and later filed charges against him at the office of the magistrate's district attorney's office. A preliminary hearing for Wright will be held at a later date in Judge Akin's court.
Right, okay.
You got all the facts?
I got all the facts on this one.
All right.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
Another very simple case there, bailiff. Death penalty. Death. This guy has no couth at all. He's shitting outside. He's expected someone else to clean up his shit. And then he's getting hostile when somebody calls him out for shitting.
Right.
Death penalty. Just end this guy. Get him out of our world. We need less of this guy. At the same time, I'm going to give 6 months to the other guy for being a busybody.
So the street sweeper gets 6 months, and the mad shitter gets the death penalty.
Damn right. The street sweeper should mind his own fucking business and clean the street. And guess what? Even if somebody shits on the street, that's his fucking job.
All right.
Clean the street. That's your job. Do it. It's none of your business to tell somebody that they can or can't shit on the street. That being said, with my penalty, the street shitter is gone. So it's not going to happen again.
Right.
So it's win-win. So there you go. The busybody, 6 months to learn his lesson. Street shitter, there's no lesson for him to learn. He's a fucking degenerate fool and needs to be taken off the planet.
He's a dead man. Dead man walking with his pants around his ankles.
That's right, and shit dripping down his legs. Quick and easy on that one.
All right. Well, I got a case here on the docket, Judge.
Okay.
That is akin to one of our favorite all-time segments on the 24-year history of the Classic Metal Show. That would be Jason the Horse.
Oh, okay. All right.
A UK man with a sick obsession for publicly masturbating near horses has been arrested twice. You don't want to hear the case at all, Judge?
Go ahead. Maybe I'm overreacting.
All right.
My first feeling was, immediate death penalty.
Your first revulsion. A UK man with a sick obsession for publicly masturbating near horses has been arrested twice within 24 hours for the same lewd offense. Malcolm Downs, 61, who has a long history of pleasuring himself in front of mammals, was arrested on February 18th after he was spotted touching himself in a field in the city of Hull, Hull, England.
Doesn't this remind you of Chucky from Sons of Anarchy?
A little bit, yeah. He got his fingers taken off.
Yeah, no kidding.
A witness initially thought that Downs was urinating, but it soon became clear he was in fact masturbating. Mm-hmm. This activity went on for 3 or 4 minutes. His penis was exposed for about 10 minutes. When police grilled Downs about the illicit act, he told detectives, I was sat on a bench. I was feeling sexy, so I started to. Downs told the cops he knew what he was doing was wrong, according to the news site. The suspect was then released on bail after saying he had been planning to see his doctor for libido suppression drugs. But within 24 hours, Downs could not resist his urges and was back at the same field where he was caught by an off-duty cop. The offender ultimately was jailed for 8 months. Downs admitted he has a problem, but that he got a thrill out of pleasuring himself. According to the news outlet, Downs was recently reconnected with his family after being exiled had 12 similar busts on his record.
12?
12. He also had 9 breaches of an antisocial behavior order for masturbating in public. The court order had barred Downs from entering any field, stable, or area that may have equine animals across the northern English country of Humberside. The defendant is very disappointed to be back before the courts again for precisely the same sort of behavior he's been convicted of in the past. The defendant was of the view he'd been doing quite well. Robinson added he can't really quite explain it. He said he felt he was starting to conquer his demons. He believed this was some sort of a lapse he can't explain. He insists, very, very sorry for his actions. Judge Akin told Downs, you know what you were doing is wrong, but you appear either unable or unwilling to stop yourself.
Okay.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
I really think that his sentence should be to have his asshole sprayed with whatever it is that makes horses horny.
Yeah.
Just put into a horse farm and let him be fucked to death by as many horses as you could fucking have fuck him.
So he gets the death penalty by horse fucking?
I think he has to get the death penalty because, I mean, these poor horses had to watch this guy jerk off 12 times. Talk about damaged goods. You know, just think of the poor damage to these horses having to experience this guy. Yeah, he's not going to learn. And he's not going to stop jerking off. So we got to get rid of him, right?
That's your call, Judge.
Well, my call is death penalty. He's got to go. Gone. In fact, do it before he gets out of the courtroom. Strangle him with a horse tail.
All right. And one last story, a very late entry by Aussie Ace from Australia.
All right.
Divorcing couples go to dogs over pet custody. Divorces are turning into dog fights because couples are turning to the courts to retain ownership of their beloved pets. In one case, a couple engaged lawyers to settle their custody battle over a chicken.
A chicken?
A chicken. The family court doesn't keep statistics on pet disputes, but lawyers say it's becoming increasingly common. Divorce lawyer Natasha Gomez from family law firm Landers and Rogers said that the court viewed it as a property dispute rather than a custody battle. Mm-hmm. But she said that the well-being of the pet wasn't taken into account when the court decided who got to keep the dog. From the court's perspective, it is really considered property in a sense that it falls into the same category as a table or a chair. Family law firm Barker and Doolin partner Melinda Whitting said one couple had fought over a chicken, among other animals, in their recent divorce settlement. There is no consideration as to what is in the best interest of the dogs, cats, birds, chickens, she said. Some people find it a bit hard to take. Couples are increasingly thinking ahead, paying up to $6,000 on lawyer fees to write up a prenuptial agreement, making sure they get to keep their beloved pet if things turn sour.
All right, I can rule on this.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
I'm going to give you a strange ruling here, Neely. But I'm going to rule against the court in this matter. I think that you have to judge. You cannot treat pets like property, and I'll tell you why. Because these fucking bitches will absolutely use a pet that a guy is attached to as a fucking demand letter. Just like they do with when a guy owns a business, or just like they do when a guy has property that he fucking cares about. They'll use it, or just more to the point, just like they do with a baby. With a, when a guy wants their kid to be in their life.
Right.
These fucking whores will use a dog
as leverage.
Yeah, as leverage. And I think it's only with diligence that I change the law in my court to treat it as a custody battle. And in that regard, it should be a 50-50 split of the chicken. So the guy can see the guy gets 2 weeks a month with the chicken. And my court needs to do a better job at policing these issues.
Right.
There you go.
Well, how does the court feel about protecting your chicken from Akin?
I believe that Akin is a viable threat to all chickens, and they have proved there's video evidence of them literally blowing up chickens.
Right.
So I think if you let your chicken around Akin, you will do time in my court.
Right.
That's for damn sure.
So the message there is you need to protect your chicken from Akin.
You damn right, especially Don.
Right.
Don is one chicken murdering motherfucker.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up another edition of the Classic Metal Show.
Cool.
I think we ended out on a high note.
Absolutely.
The fans wanted to hear Judge Akin speak.
Well, the judge has spoken.
And we'll come back and we'll do this thing all over again next Saturday.
Cool.
So it's been fun tonight. It was just kind of a different, kind of an off show a little bit, but
yeah, we just rolled.
Yeah, we just rolled just with all kinds of shit.
Yep, just kind of a random show.
It was a very random show, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Good times.
Yeah, so it seemed like the chat room enjoyed it. They had plenty of memes to share.
Mm-hmm.
And blah, blah, blah.
Yep. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, I'm going to get out of here. We're going to leave you with some Akin since we mentioned that. And I'm going to leave you with something from the back for the Attack release.
All right.
And I'm going to leave you with some Night by Night.
Nice, cool.
So until next Saturday night, this is Neely along with my very good friend
Judge Akin.
And we're gone.
Bye, kids.